So now we're going to do the checkpoint exam for modules 1, 2, and 3. So for the first question, is for the TCP or IP protocol suite, what is the correct order of events when a telnet message is being prepared to be sent over the network? So for the first one is the first is the telnet formatted data is provided next layer. Then for the second is that the TCP header is added. Oh wait, it's second. Then for the third, the IP header is added third. Then the fourth is the Ethernet header is added. So for the explanation for this is this describes the encapsulation process, which works from the top layer down. Data from the application layer is passed to the transport layer, which adds a TCP header. Then it is then passed to the internet layer, which adds an IP header. Finally, it goes to the network access layer, which adds an Ethernet header. So let's submit this. So next question. Um, Match the requirements of of a reliable network with the supporting network architecture. So for this question, so these are the three foundational principles of the network design. So for the scalability, it allows the network to grow without losing performance, which means which means the option is expand the network without degrading the service for existing users. Then for the security, protect the network. Then fault tolerance is provide redundant links and devices. Let's double check scalability, expand, fault tolerance, provide, then security is protect. Submit. Our next question. An employee So for the third question, an employee at the branch office is creating a quote for a customer. In order to do this, the employee needs to access confidential pricing information from internal servers at the head office. What type of network would the employee access? So here the answer is I think an intranet. Yeah. An intranet is a private network that is exclusively for an organization's internal use, such as accessing confidential company data. Intranet. Okay. Submit. So question 4. An administrator uses the Control Shift 6 key combination on a switch after issuing the ping command. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of using these keystrokes? I think the answer is to interrupt the ping process. Because in the Cisco IOS, I think the key sequence control shift 6 is the key sequence used to suspend or interrupt a running command such as an extend ping or a tracer route. So let's submit this. So question 5. Refer to the exhibit. A network administrator is configuring access control to switch SW1. If the administrator uses a console connection to the connect to the switch, which password is needed to access user ESEC mode? I'm not really sure about this. Uh, hmm, Probably line Conin. Line Conin. Not really sure. Just hula. So next is which interface allows remote management of a layer 2 switch? So I think the answer is the switch virtual interface. Explanation is a switch virtual interface is a logical interface on a switch that can be assigned an IP address. So what command will prevent all encrypted passwords from displaying in plain text in a configuration file? So I think the answer is config hashtag service password dash encryption. So the service password dash encryption command encrypts all current and future plain text passwords in the configuration file to prevent them from being easily read. So how is SSH different from Telnet? So the answer is SSH provides security to remote sessions by encrypting messages and using user authentication, and Telnet is considered insecure and sends messages in plain text. So the what are the three characteristics of an SVI? Hmm. The first one is it is not associated with any physical interface on a switch. Then it provides a means to remotely manage a switch. Then it is associated with VLAN 1 by default. I think that's it. So a technician configures a switch with these commands. In switch a config interface VLAN 1 IP address 19. I think the explanation is that these commands create a logical interface for VLAN 1 and assign it an IP address, Then this is the definition of configuring an SVI, which allows the switch to be managed over the network. A network administrator enters the service password encryption command into the configuration mode of a router. What does uh, what does this command accomplish? I think this command prevents someone from viewing the running configuration passwords. Because the service password dash encryption command applies a weak encryption to all plain text passwords in the configuration file, so they are not visible when viewing the other configuration. Next, switch command or key combination allows a user to return to the previous level in the command hierarchy. We'll see no and I think exit. After making configuration changes on a Cisco switch, a network administrator issues a copy running code config startup dash config command. What is the result of the issuing this command? I think it's the new configuration will be loaded if the switch is restarted. Yeah. This command saves the active running dash config from volatile ROM to the non-volatile startup dash config in NVROM, so the changes persist after a reboot. What command is used to verify the condition of the switch interfaces, including the status of the interfaces and a configured IP address? I think it's show IP interface brief because this command provides a concise summary table that displays all interfaces. Yeah. What function does pressing the tab key have when entering a command in iOS? Mm. I think it completes the remainder of a portion. Yeah, yeah, this one. Which two host names follow the guidelines for naming conventions on Cisco iOS devices? I think it's RM3 switch 248 and W branch 78. Might be this one. Oh, only two. Yeah. Be- It's because the Cisco iOS hosting must start with a letter, end with a letter or digit, and contain only letters, digits, and dashes. They cannot contain spaces or any other special, yeah, the space and then other special characters like this one. So this two is the answer. So for the question 17, refer to the exhibit server B is attempting to contact host A. Which two statements correctly identify the addressing that the server B will generate in the process? Hmm. I think server B will generate a packet with the destination IP address of host A. Server B will generate a packet with the destination IP address of host A, and then it will generate a frame. You generate a frame with the destination MAC address to router B. Generate a frame with the destination MAC address. For question 18, what layer is responsible for routing messages through an internetwork in the TCP or IP model? Hmm, I think it's internet. I think it's internet because it is responsible for logical addressing and path determination across networks. What three application layer protocols are part of the TCP or IP protocol suite? Hmm. I think it's DHCP, DNS, and FTP. When IPv4 addressing is manually configured on a web server, which property of IPv4 configuration identifies the network and host portion for an IPv4 address? Hmm. Subnet mask. Yan, server address, the gateway. I think subnet mask. Because IPv4 address is divided into a network portion and a host portion. The subnet mask is used by a device to distinguish between these two parts of the address. Which PDU format is used when bits are received from the network medium by the NIC of a host? I think it's frame. What method can be used by two computers to ensure that packets are not dropped because too much data is being sent too quickly? Flow control. Yeah, flow control. Because it is a mechanism that regulates the amount of data sent to prevent a fast sender from overwhelming a slow receiver. Yeah, yeah. Flow control. Which statement accurately describes a TCP or IP encapsulation process when a PC sending data to the network? I think it's segments are sent from the transport layer to the internet layer. Yeah, it's yeah, because during encapsulation, the transport layer creates a PDU called segment. This segment is then passed down to the internet layer, which encapsulates into a packet. What is a characteristic of multicast messages? Multicast messages. They are sent to a host on a network. They are sent to a single destination. They are sent to select group of hosts. They must know this one. I think this one because multicast is a one-to-many communication method. So it's for group of hosts. A web client is receiving a response for a web page from a web server. From the perspective of the client, what is the correct order of the protocol stack that is used to decode receive transmission? Hmm, I think it's gonna be HTTP first, then TCP, then IP, and Internet. Yeah, Internet, I mean. Which method allows a computer to react accordingly when it requests data from a server and the server takes too long to respond? Hmm. Encapsulation, access method, flow control, request time. Well, when it took too long to respond. Yeah, request response timeout. Yeah. Because it is a message timing rule that manages how long a device waits. Yeah. What is an advantage of a network device using open standard protocols? Mm. I think the internet computation, so a client host and the server running different operating systems can successfully exchange data. Yeah, because open standards allow for interoperatively. Basta yun. Open the PT activity, perform the task in the activity instructions, and then answer the question. What's the PT activity? Mm. This one. Why would a layer 2 switch need an IP address? Enable the switch to function as a default gateway. to enable the switch to be managed remotely. Yeah, because while the switch forwards traffic using MAC address, it needs an IP address on SBI to be reachable over the network for management purposes like SSH. Which device performs the function of determining the path that messages should take through internet works? There, because it's an intermediary device. Question 31. Refer to the exhibit. An administrator is trying to configure the switch but receives the error message that is displayed in the exhibit. Switch config T. A valid input detected at marker. I think it's because the administrator must first enter privilege exec mode before issuing the command. Yeah. Because the command configure terminal or config T can only be run from privilege exec mode. The error shown implies the administrator is likely in user exec mode where configure. Yeah, yun lang. Privilege. What term describes a technology that allows devices to connect to the LAN using an electrical outlets? Hmm. Power line networking. The last question. At which OSI layer is data added to a PDU during an encapsulation process? I think it's transport layer. Presentation layer, transport layer, network layer, application layer. I think it's application layer because this is where the data is originally created by an application before any network headers are headed. I sure want to submit a quiz. Yes. Ooh, nice. Oh, thank you.